So this is part 2 of my videos. Following on from what I said, so Friday, Saturday, I did take the oxycodone. I didn't, as I also said, I was surprised at the lack of pain. I've never had surgery before. I didn't know what to expect. I heard horrible stories or read horrible stories online in my groups about gas pain, just because they're blowing you up. They're blowing up your abdomen with CO2 so that they have room to work. A lot of people say they have leftover gas in their abdomen that causes a lot of pressure and pain. When the doctor came in Friday morning, I asked him, I'm like, so I know I should be having, or I will be having a lot of gas pain. When does that usually start? And he's like, oh, usually within the first 24 hours. And I was like, awesome, then I must be good to go, right? And for the most part, yeah, I was. I didn't have any of the major gas pains. I did bring Gas X with me just in case I had any pain. Some say that works, some say it doesn't for them, but I actually brought 2 boxes just in case. But I didn't have any issues with that. Let's see. I was uncomfortable. That's what I'll say. I was uncomfortable. The most pain that I ever said I got up to when the nurses came in and asked me what my pain level was a 4, but most of the time it was a 1 or a 2. And the 4 was really just because I was due for another painkiller, and I was just really uncomfortable, like moving around. I could feel it. But since I left the hospital Friday afternoon, I have had some gas pressure, I guess, because you have to drink a lot. So this is the cup that RMAP gives you, or I guess maybe not RMAP, but St. Mark's Hospital gives you. It's 18 ounces of water, and it's really nice because, and I'd never thought about this ahead of time, but this cup is awesome because it's at 18 ounces, so you can really track how many ounces you drink, because you're really only drinking less than an ounce at a time. You can't chug it. Anytime you swallow water, it pushes down air, which is really, really, really uncomfortable. So you feel that air stuck. You can't burp well. You can't get that air out. You're not passing gas a lot, or at least I haven't. So that air just feels stuck and uncomfortable. And as you move around, or as I moved around, I felt it. And that was the discomfort. I didn't have any pain from being ripped apart inside at all. It's really just been discomfort and pain associated with that extra air from me having to drink tiny sips very frequently. So that air stuck in there. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Yeah, that was really it. I mean, I have all of the openings on my stomach, so I ended up with, how many did I end up with? 6. So 5, I have 5 incisions, about 2-inch incisions, where they put tools in or cameras or whatever, and then 1 is a drain. So 6 incisions total, and they're itching because they're healing. Excuse me. That's just one of the side effects since you have to drink such small sips for now. But yeah, so those itch. One thing I was really surprised on is that you have to wash as normal. You don't, I don't know, I did have stitches like once in my life. And I mean, my daughter's had surgery where she had to keep the site dry and clean, or like a cast, another daughter had a broken thumb, so she couldn't get that area wet. So that's kind of what I was expecting with this surgery, that I wouldn't be able to get all of these incisions wet, but that's not the case at all. They want you to take regular showers. Don't avoid getting it wet. Wash with an antibacterial soap, probably not the one they sent you home with, or the one that you got to use pre-surgery, because from what I've been told, that's really, really harsh and will really make you itch. So they were pretty clear on that during my class and in the surgery registration, that I don't want to use that anywhere else on my body except for my abdomen. So actually, only my abdomen. I think they told me from the neck down initially, but the surgeon's office actually said just your abdomen, because that's the only thing they're touching, which makes sense. So yeah, wash is normal. I have to wash my stomach every day as I normally would with an antibacterial soap. So that's something I wasn't expecting. Saturday, so up to Saturday was clear liquids only. So I was only allowed to drink water, broth, and Jello. Those were the only things that I could have, were water, broth, and sugar-free Jello. And I can't do sugar-free Jello, it grosses me out. I've always been super sensitive to anything other than sugar, taste-wise. I just can't stand it at all. It makes me sick. Like, I cannot stand the taste of it. So I stuck with really the broth and the water. But you know what? They gave me diet. It was listed as diet Jello at the hospital for meals, and that didn't bother me at all. So maybe I was really out of it, or they have a better Jello, diet Jello at hospitals. I don't know. But I didn't have the horrible aftertaste. But I can't do Jello sugar-free. Ugh, it's terrible for me. So up to Saturday, that's what I was allowed to eat. Yesterday, I was allowed to do they call it full liquid diet. So on full liquid diet, you can have cheese sticks, which really surprised me. I didn't know cheese sticks were liquid, but I guess whatever. And then you can have pureed soups and low-fat cottage cheese. So, and low-fat diet yogurt, whatever, which again, I'm completely disgusted by. But I bought like 4 different types of yogurt to try them to see if I could stand them. I was really, really hoping that surgery would change my taste buds so that I wouldn't have this severe aversion to anything not sugar. That the taste of whatever, sucralose or whatever they put in things wouldn't bother me anymore. That was not the case. I could not stand those things at all. So yesterday for breakfast, I ate a cheese stick, very, 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 very slowly. I used to just eat cheese sticks by biting into them. Not the case anymore. I get to shred it like when I was a kid in tiny little flakes of cheese. Okay, so yeah, cheese stick in the morning, lunch, and that was after I like touched the yogurt to the different types of yogurt to my tongue to see if I could stand them, and I couldn't. So that's how I tested the yogurts. I didn't really eat them at all. I couldn't. Lunch, I did 1 ounce. So they give you medicine cups, also a tiny little medicine cup of refried beans, non-fat refried beans. I picked them up at Trader Joe's since I was down in Salt Lake. Those are really good. Those were satisfying. And then I did a 1 ounce cup of soup, I thought. Oh yeah, tomato soup, which was really, really good. So yeah, refried beans and tomato soup, just a 1 ounce cup of each. And you have to take 20 minutes to eat the 2 ounces. So each meal is 2 ounces, and you take 20 minutes to eat that tiny little bit. So by dinner time I had cream of mushroom soup, and I think I just had 2 ounces of cream of mushroom soup, so 2 cups of that. So that was my food yesterday. And then this morning I went and walked. So I've been up and moving around. I haven't taken naps since I left the hospital. Really, I don't even know if I took much of a nap that day, but yeah. So I haven't been taking naps or anything. I've been up and moving around because I know it's important for my clotting, potential blood clotting issue, and to get the fluids moving in my body. I know it's important to walk. So like this morning when my daughter was taking the littles to school, I went to Walmart to pick up a couple of things, which ended up taking a lot longer than I thought it would. So I just walked around the whole store. And then I came home and I had picked up a low-fat cottage cheese, which was so good. I've never been so excited to eat a low-fat cottage cheese. It was so good. And then for my other ounce, I ate Tillamook peach yogurt, which they use regular sugar. It's a low fat, not non-fat, low fat. So it has more carbs than the no fat or non-fat yogurts, but it doesn't have the horrible taste that all the others have to me. And still it's not that much. I'm only eating a 1 ounce cup, and I'm doing that over 10 to 15 minutes, both ounces over 20 minutes. So yeah, that was really good. So that's what I had today. Today's the last day, I think. No, it's not. I think Thursday will be day 7. So that's when I'll switch over to a soft food diet. So for now, I'm just going to enjoy my cottage cheese and my yogurt and refried beans. And yeah, that's probably it. Because I'm finding that while soups I always have a lot of soups, just drinking the broth isn't great. Just drinking the liquid. It just tastes either sweet or salty, and I'm not loving it. So I'll stick with those things for the next few days. And since surgery, so since Thursday and today is Monday, I think I'm down 7 pounds. I think that's what I'm down. But a lot more since my highest weight. I'm only 5'2". I'm really short. So what is a lot of weight on other people, or what is not that much weight on other people, is a lot of weight on me. So yeah. So everything's going really well. My friends keep asking me, are you in pain? Are you in pain? No, I'm really not. There's some discomfort, but other than that, I'm doing well. I can drink today. I've already drank 1 of these cups, 18 ounces, which I haven't been able to do up until this point. So finally, I think my system seems to be handling drinking water better. It's not creating so much air pain in my chest and stomach, which is fantastic. But things are going great. So I hope to keep you all updated, not only for those that are interested, but also for myself, so I can see how I change over time. Thanks so much for listening to this. I appreciate it. Have a great day.